How's it going, guys? It's C-RadTV on my Monday Night Raw review. Doing it on my car so I don't wake my family up. So yeah, let's get started. So Raw starts off with Kurt Angle announces that Elimination Chamber, amidst the controversy what happened last week with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, what ended in a double pinfall. Seth and Finn will be added to the Chamber, both will be added to the Chamber match, and it will become a 7-man Elimination Chamber match. That's right, you heard it correctly. A 7-man Elimination fucking Chamber match. Because a one-on-one match between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins in the main event of Raw to decide the final spot in the Chamber match would be too traditional and boring for people to understand. That was announced that all 7 men will compete in a gauntlet match. With the winner, of course, getting momentum, I guess. So, gauntlet match starts off with Seth Rollins. He gets a big pop from the crowd. That boring fuckface comes out next. He gets booed out of the building. Back and forth, boring fucking start. Like, Roman hit 2 stupid man punches on Seth. Seth would counter Roman's spear with a knee. Roman would move out of the way of Seth's middle finger to Vince. When Roman had a small package roll-up on Seth, Seth would counter, and Seth would do a small package roll-up on Roman. At that point, I was expecting Roman to fucking kick out, because in a Roman match, they like to spam kickouts. Then Seth gets the 3 count on a small package for the win. I'm like, what? Seth won that way? Well, then again, it's not going to matter, because we know Roman's winning the Chamber match Sunday. It don't fucking matter. Like, we've known that Roman was going to win this match for over a year. Because we know the main event for over a year is going to be Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Anyway, next up in the gauntlet match, it's Seth Rollins would end up facing Fuckboy Buckethead Super Cena. Fucking Super Cena. John Cena comes out, the crowd sings John Cena sucks to his theme song. And you know what I think of the crowd when they sing John Cena's song. Just watch my previous reviews where I mentioned John Cena, and it's wash, rinse, repeat of what I said about the John Cena sucks song. So as soon as Cena gets in the ring, Seth hits a clothesline, and Cena kicks out automatically at 2 because it's Super Cena. He always kicks out at 2. Twice in the match, Cena threw Seth Rollins out of the ring. Both times, Seth would get into the ring. Back in the ring to beat the 10 count at 9. Cena would hit the AA on Seth. Seth would kick out. Seth countered an avalanche AA from the second rope. Seth would actually hit an AA on John Cena. And of course Cena kicks out at 2. Because it ain't a fucking Cena match without spamming kickouts. And then to end the match, Seth counters Cena again. And Seth would hit the middle finger to Vince stomp on Cena's head to get the 3 count for the win. And this is all in the first hour of the show. This is the first hour of Raw of 3 hours. We're having a fucking gauntlet with all 7 members. Next man to come out is Elias Sampson. Because I was like, okay, if Seth can eliminate both Roman and Cena, these phony fake pieces of shit, the rest of this gauntlet match is going to have talented wrestlers. And it's actually going to be good. Well, Seth completed task 1. Now, I was actually looking forward to the rest of the gauntlet match because we're going to have good matches. Pretty good match back and forth. In the end, you know, at that point, Seth was in the gauntlet for just over an hour, so he was obviously tired. Like, he's fit as shit, but when you're competing for an hour at that point, you're going to be exhausted. In the end, Elias will take advantage of Seth's exhaustion, hit the drift away, get the 3 count to eliminate Seth from the gauntlet. Next man to come out was Finn Balor. Real back and forth. In the end, Finn Balor would hit the coup de grace on Elias's broken ribs. Injured ribs, actually. And Finn would get the 3 count to eliminate Elias. Next up would be the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. But as The Miz's music hit, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel and the Miz Taraj came out. They were looking like they were going to ambush Finn Balor. And then Miz comes in from the crowd, attacks Finn from behind. That's how the next gauntlet starts. It was a back and forth match. In the end, Finn would get distracted by the Miz Taraj, which would allow Miz to hit the skull-crushing finale and get the 3 count for the win. But then, when the Miz thought he had it good, then came the last man. Braun Strowman is the last man to enter this gauntlet match. At that point, we're an hour and a half into Raw. So half of Raw was dedicated at that point to this gauntlet match. So then this gauntlet match starts up with Miz running into the crowd to get the hell out of here. Braun would chase him. Braun would actually grab the Miz, bring him back to the ring. Braun at that point was just controlling the fucking Miz like a rag doll. At one point, Miz would actually counter a Braun attack, but would only get a 2 count and Braun would throw Miz right out of the ring. At one point, Braun hit a fucking running drop kick on the Miz. I was actually impressed. That's a highlight of the match. A man doing a drop kick, a man the size of Braun Strowman doing a drop kick is always impressive. Because you look at Braun, 6'8", 385. That's fucking impressive for a man his size to hit a drop kick. In the end, Braun Strowman would hit the running power slam on the Miz and gets the 3 count and wins the gauntlet. Well, we already know for the chamber match, Miz will be one of the 3 men starting the match. And Elias Sampson will be the last man to enter the match because it will be 3 men starting the match. And every 5 minutes or so, out of 7 men, 3 start the match, 4 will be locked in pods. Every 5 minutes, 1 wrestler will be released from the pods, and this continues until all 7 competitors have participated. So yeah, the first 2 hours of the show were dedicated to the 7-man gauntlet match. So after this, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel try to attack the Miz. I mean, not the Miz, Braun Strowman. And this was after Braun did an interview with Renee, where Braun says everyone's going to get these hands in the chamber, and at WrestleMania, Brock's going to get the hands on, get Braun's hands. So, what would happen is, Braun would hit the power slam on Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Miz would start running to the back. Braun would chase him. Braun would throw him out of the backstage area, right onto the stage, chase Miz back into the ring, and hits 2 power slams on Braun Strowman on the Miz. You all see what they're doing with this, right? Anybody see what they're doing with Braun here? They're making Braun look as strong as possible so that they can feed him to Roman Sunday. Because we know how this chamber's going to end. It's going to end with Roman pinning Strowman for the win. Like, they're building him up to feed him to Roman. That's what they're doing. I'm telling you that right here. Mark my words. We'll point to this point. And then watch the Elimination Chamber. I am calling it. Roman will pin Braun Strowman to win the chamber match. I'm calling it right here. After that, we then find out that Jeff Jarrett is being inducted into the 2018 WWE Hall of Fame class. So he'll join the Dudley Boys, Ivory, and Goldberg in the 2018 class for the WWE Hall of Fame. After that, we get a tag team match. We get Sheamus and Cesaro, the Bar, the Raw Tag Team Champions against Titus Worldwide, Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, one-on-one tag team match. Back and forth match. In the end, Apollo Crews would do a small package roll-up on Cesaro and gets the 3 count for the win. So now, out of the last 4 encounters those 2 have had, Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil have won 3 of the 4 matches. Of course, the only time Miz and Cesaro won was when the title. Sheamus Cesaro won was when the title was on the line. So that's okay. We'd also get a segment with Asuka in the ring, getting interviewed by Renee Young about Nia Jax's words, where Asuka says she has her own destiny at Mania, and that's to become the Raw Women's Champion. And says, oh shit, the lights went out. There we go. And says that Nia Jax has big words for someone that ran away not from Asuka the last time they encountered. Of course, Asuka's streak is 240-0. That streak is on the line Sunday. And if Nia wins, she gets added to the WWE title match. And Asuka says Nia Jax will not be ready for Asuka. And Asuka vows to make Nia Jax tap out. And right as she said that, Asuka would counter attack from behind on Nia Jax, would actually get a couple shots in there. And in the end, Nia Jax would hit a Samoan drop on Asuka and then 2 leg drops. Like, y'all know what they're doing, Nia Jax. They're building her up so that when Asuka beats her Sunday, it will be a big win. Even though Asuka's won, beating her a couple times before. She beat her in NXT at a TakeOver 2 years ago. So this ain't the first time we've seen these two wrestle each other. Of course, though, everyone knows that Elimination Chamber, Ronda Rousey's having her contract signing. And I think we're going to find out who she's going to face at Mania. We're going to see what her plans will be. Her rumored plans are that she's supposed to be in a match with Stephanie McMahon. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what the plans are for everybody else in the Raw Men's Chamber match. Because we already know Roman's going to win. What's going to happen with Seth? We have somewhat of an idea what's going to happen with Cena. Rumors are Cena's supposed to be facing The Undertaker at Mania this year. We somewhat know what they're doing with Seth. Originally, it was supposed to be a match with Jason Jordan. They're looking like it's going to be Kurt Angle. There's even a report about Seth being teaming up with Ronda Rousey to take on Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I'm like, Seth and Triple H again? Okay. We don't know what's going to happen to Finn. We don't know what's going to happen to Braun. Originally, Braun was supposed to be facing Triple H at WrestleMania. And we don't know what's going to happen to The Miz. The Miz is going to defend the Intercontinental title at Mania, but against who? We know what's going to happen to Balor. And we don't know what's going to happen to Elias Sampson. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with Strowman. You know, it's just a wait and see kind of deal. So anyway, next up is our main event. All 6 women of the Raw Women's Elimination Chamber match are competing in a 6-women tag match. We got the legit fraud Sasha Banks, Teenage Juno Bailey, and Mickie James against the team of Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville of Absolution. Of course, when Sasha comes out, Michael Cole's on the commentary saying, it's boss time. Of course, the purple rubber dildo is up his ass again. Who the fuck is surprised? It was a really okay match, back and forth. In the end, Sasha Banks would make Alexa Bliss tap out to the bank statement to get the submission victory for her team. The celebration was short-lived, though, as Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville would attack. Yeah, they would attack Sasha Banks after involving post-match assault. Bayley and Mickie James would come to the aid, and those 3 will be standing tall. But here's the thing, though. There's no friendships in a chamber match. It's every woman for herself. As, of course, the women's chamber match will be 6 competitors. 2 start the match, 4 are locked in pods every 5 minutes. 1 will be released until everyone competes. And, of course, the winner will defend the Raw Women's title at Mania, while the winner of the men's chamber match, a.k.a. Roman Reigns, will face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So, yeah, that's it. I was pretty bored for a go-home episode of Raw. At one point, I started playing Pokemon because that was how fucking bored I was getting. I would occasionally look. I had 2 years. I could listen to what's happening. So, yeah, in the end, go-home show, 3 out of 10 is my rating. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Of course, Elimination Chamber Sunday, so pay-per-view reactions coming. Pay-per-view prediction video coming around Tuesday. Not Tuesday, Wednesday, actually. The predictions video will be coming out. And also, I will have my reactions video probably Monday or so. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what time that comes out because I'm starting a new job Monday. And, you know, it's good pay for that job. You know, 5 days a week. I'm making around $17.60 an hour. So around $600-700 a week. So that's actually a pretty good job. So yeah. It's like at some plant. It's like some work at a plant. It's like a 25-minute drive from where I live. So yeah, it's a pretty good job. I look forward to it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out. I gotta start paying them bills.